everyone, welcome back to more Flesh and Bad, and today we're going to be taking a look at a very serious topic, which is improving at Flesh and Blood. A lot of people have reached out to me just over DM about like, hey, how can I improve my gameplay? Why don't I see myself improving at Flesh and Blood? That kind of thing. So I wanted to kind of share my thoughts on the issue and kind of show how I practice and how I kind of like self-reflect on my own gameplay. As a player, I think I've kind of developed a really good system for how I can kind of like analyze my gameplay and kind of show my decisions throughout the course of the game. So I'm just going to take my normal Zen list here. I just want to use this list as basically like a baseline for trying to show you what I'm talking about. And I'm going to kind of touch on how I practice and how I kind of reflect on my gameplay, because I think that's a very, very important part of how you can improve. And I think that a lot of people do not kind of do the same thing that I do when they're trying to practice or improve their gameplay. So I think it's worth examining what I kind of look for in my play patterns and like the gameplay itself and how I get enough repetition. Because I think repetition is also incredibly important when you're trying to improve your gameplay. Like noticing where you're losing games or noticing where you're winning games. Like I think it's very, very important. So with that, I wanted to kind of just show you my setup for how I improve at Flesh and Blood. So this is the setup that I kind of use to practice on a day-to-day basis. And this is how I get enough repetition in. So as you can see, we were playing 3 games of Talishar at once. And, you know, I've kind of had a stressful week. So this is kind of how I typically like to unwind at the end of a stressful day, is playing 3 games at once because, again, 1 game is kind of a little bit too easy for me at this point. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and start the lobbies and see how this fucking goes. This is going to be a nightmare. I can already tell. This might not even work. Alright, we got a new on lobby 1. I'm curious to see if the other lobbies will even fire at this point. I'm not entirely confident that they will. Oh yeah, also I forgot to do this. Oh yeah, I've also made myself invisible because I want you to be able to see my hand, so I'm currently a ghost. Alright, opponent is passing. Alright, I think I need different accounts. Alright, this is take 2 of making the games, because the first time I didn't make the games correctly. Alright, I found that if the Boltons start spinning, I think that means it won't work. Okay, the Boltons are spinning. Alright, this is take 3 of me trying to set up these lobbies, but we'll see if creating 3 separate accounts actually works this time. Okay, the Boltons are spinning. This is not an ideal sign. Alright, this is like take 4 of trying to get these Talishar games to all fire at the same time. I've had to actually use different browsers for each one, so that's why they kind of look a little bit fucked up. So I got 1 game firing. I'm sure that this is going to go fine. We got Kano on game 1. That's going to be a lead for me, dog. Alright, we got the same Kano on the second game. Alright, I'm hoping that the Kano does not just keep showing up in the other games, because that would be funny. At this point, I almost... Oh my god, it's the same one. Oh no. Alright, we have Dory. Alright, and Florian in game 3. Okay, that's doable. Oh my god, I can't even keep track of the life totals here. This is fucking rough. I don't actually know if I can win a game like this. This is terrible. This might be the worst video idea I think I've ever had. Alright, we're already handling this incredibly well. Oh wait, that was our turn, shit. Oh god, this is a fucking nightmare. Alright, this one is out of the fucking rotation. Okay. No, I don't want to enable chat, that's fine. Alright, path. We've approached the human limit of what I think is possible against Stormblade Dory. I don't think 3 games is doable.
Oh, is it a nightmare?
It's fucking terrible.
I was like, yeah, I'm like worried about you.
Maybe the play is actually 2 games at once. Alright, so I tried to get this to work with 3 games, and I quickly discovered that I don't actually have the brain power necessary to play 3 games of Talishar at once. Yeah, so I guess I'm going to start out by trying with 2 games, because I feel like that's a little bit more sane. So let's go ahead and get it. So, alright, we got 2 Talishar lobbies loaded up. They're on separate browsers because apparently the way Talishar login works is a little bit jank, but we'll make it work. So I did a couple test runs. It does technically work, but it is probably the most stressful thing in the world. So let's go ahead and give it another shot. I had to also like mess with the browser settings as well because I couldn't see the undo button and like the important Talishar buttons. So I had to like shrink the magnification a little bit on each browser. But hopefully we'll get some games at the same time here. I feel like that's the hardest part, is getting 2 Talishar games at the same time, because we're kind of in a little bit of an off season. My original idea actually was to do 4 games at once, but then I actually just realized that that's like absolutely terrible. Alright, we got a Cilio here. I think we generally want Wongers into a Cilio. I don't typically like reacts. I think we may just board out like Key Unleashed, and then we like Winds of Eternity is like fine. All right, we'll say good luck, have fun. There's like maybe some merit to running Tide Flippers, but like I don't know. I don't think it matters a whole lot. Yeah, let's try it. I've heard good things about Tide Flippers. All right, so notably here we cannot see our arsenal. Let's try to increase the magnification a little bit. Okay, it does not work. That's fine. We'll do our best here. All right, we got a Jarl in the other game. Let's use the Jarl sideboard. Pass here. All right, we're on Kano Asilio into Comet Storm Shock. Okay, that's fine. All right, they are a mental block snapback gamer. Very interesting. All right, so this is fine here. You can actually transcend on their turn, which is kind of interesting. Oh my god. Why did the... Alright, hold on. We're going to increase the magnification a little bit. Okay. Some of the UI here is a little bit weird, but we're not doing this as intended. Okay, we have a yellow boulder drop gamer. Sure. We will pass on this. Ancestral Harmony's not bad. We'll put a Hunter Winds on the bottom, gain a resource, and then I guess pay 1 into the thing. Sure. Alright, so they pass. They develop out a Crumble. This is coming in for 5. We pay 1. That's okay. Let's... Fuck, I don't know. Let's go ahead and just rip off the top with Harmony. Alright, we did levels. It's not a rip. We'll go ahead and pitch that there. I'm trying to think what the Acilia is doing. Alright, they're passing. Sure. So on our turn, we activate Zen. Pitch that. Then we send Breed Anger, Arsenal to Key Unleash. They're activating Asilio, which is interesting. Sure. They put a counter on Traverse, which is quite bad. Especially if they have like a Mangle here. Arsenal or Key Unleashed. Let the Asilio resolve. Crumble resolves. Zen resolves. Let's get Aspect. They have Weakest Link here with Dominate. That is suboptimal at best. So we will lose our path well traveled. But I think that's okay. So here, let's pitch to Kakara. And then in this game, we probably just take... I mean, we can block a little bit and then just take it, I guess. All right. Found the lines. All right, so now we want to Tiger, hit that. That's fine. Chase... Pass. Alright, pretty good Jarl start, by the way. We have a Key Unleash on Arsenal, which is, let me undo that, sorry. Whoops. And then Kara. Pass. Pass. Aspect. Alright, so the Asilio game is going, like, pretty decent, I guess. So we got into, like, 20. We have a Harmony in Arsenal. So that's good for us. We have Tucci in deck also, which is pretty good against Asilio. They have Spindle off the top. That's terrible. Alright, Exploding Aether, pretty good. Alright, Jarl is using Crown. I think we're just paying 0 here against the Spindle. Sure. So we're taking a fair bit of damage against Asilio. Alright, we have bad Arsenal against Jarl. But we'll make do. Alright, we find Transcend at least. And they're not breaking our Traverse, so that's a positive for us. Alright, Asilio is currently opting, which should give us at least a little bit of time for the Jarl game. We have like a blue Key Unleash in Arsenal. They have pitched 2 reds. They have 2 cards in hand. I think we're just taking the CNC at this point, right? Alright, Asilio's ending turn. We're at 28, so that's good for us. What do we have in Arsenal against Asilio? Okay, that's not helping. Maybe we can see our Arsenal if we bottomless Chase. Alright, we can. It's a Harmony, right. Okay, so I'll try to remember that. Alright, they do have the Pummel in the Jarl game. That's pretty bad, but at least we can Chase Aspect, I think. Alright, so E-Strike comes in. We still have the Harmony in Arsenal. So you can put the Asilio down to 6. We'll discard Breed Anger. Don't want to pass there. We want to play out the Breed Anger. Pass here. Alright, we develop our Chi, which is at least good if they want to threaten Traverse. And then we'll send Hunter Winds, Rising Sun, Aspect, or Chase Aspect. We have Harmony and Arsenal in this game. They're 11, which is good. All right, Rising Sun. They're playing Stir the Aether Winds. Interesting. All right, so do that. Do Chase Aspect on this game. Not pay into the snapback. Play out Sigil. All right, on this game we'll do Chase Aspect. We have Harmony and Arsenal still. Let's go ahead and start with Harmony Hunt, I guess. Kind of threatening lethal. Alright, they do have Crown. Interesting, I didn't see that. Okay. Chase Aspect in the Jarl game. Oh, notably they have Stalagmite. I'm not even thinking about Stalagmite. They could, like, punish this. Oh, wait. Whoops. Hold on. Actually, sorry, undo. There we go. Do this. Alright, pass. The undoing is actually the toughest part I found of this incredibly ridiculous setup they have. Alright, so they deny the Chase Aspect with Stalagmite. That's maybe even fine. Alright, so here we'll go ahead and play Grail. Alright, and then we can't play Tiger. That's okay. Alright, so they play out a CLF. Good with me. Growl is also good with me. Alright, and then we'll do 100 Winds plus Kakara plus Tiger. Should somewhat seal the deal. Are they on Storm Striders? Yeah, they are. Alright, interesting. So in this game, I think we'll go ahead and maybe... what's in our arsenal? Shit, how do I see that? Can I make this Jarl game any, like, different? Okay. We have nothing in our arsenal. Alright, good to know. Let's see if... So we can just send CNC Arsenal that, so we block with that, I guess. Okay. So this is still going fine. We didn't play out the Harmony. That's okay. So this will at least threaten at least one more thing from them, whether it's Tunic Counter or a resource. So that's good for us. And then for the CLF, we're just going to send CNC at them. I think they're keeping an Arsenal, if I'm not mistaken, but it's incredibly hard to tell. All right. Harmony sits in Arsenal. Acilio has a 4-card hand. Okay, we have the triple CNC hand. What does that mean? I feel like we actually want to pitch one of these to the Sigil of Aether. I guess maybe that's why you want to run AB1 into Acilio. It's just for Sigil of Aether specifically. All right, pay 0 to the snapback. That's fine. All right, we'll send CNC at them on our turn. This is E-Strike coming in for 7. All right, I don't think we care here, actually. So we have a drop in our arsenal in this game, right? So we can actually, like, levels plus Cosmic them. No, we can't really do that. Well, we can do that, but it's just like... Why, I guess? I don't know. We're just going to pass here. And then we need to pass on that. We might need to shrink this Jarl game, so we'll pass here. I guess we can't. We'll return the Jarl game to full size. Let's do that. Choose card from the pitch. There we go. All right, they activate Acilio. They have 3-card hand. Our turn, we... maybe we don't Kakara. Maybe we just levels... drop it. If I can click the drop. All right, click the drop. That's fine. So on our turn, we do this. Gain a resource. Activate Zen. Get maybe 0 cost here is correct. If we draw a blue off this, we can actually Cosmic them, which is kind of funny. All right, we'll do draw go. All right, we drew a blue. That's very funny. Oh, well, Cosmic's only coming in for 10. Yeah, it's still fine. Do this. All right, they block a Tunic. All right, so that comes in for 0. They remove Tunic counter. Fascinating. We'll do E-Strike go again, I guess. All right, Tiger coming in and swipe. I think I'm playing the Jarl game incorrectly for what it's worth. Let's go ahead and let that resolve. Preserve, putting Chase back in the deck. Gain a resource. They Wildfire, Jesus Christ. All right, pay 1 of the Wildfire. And then they have Snapback. All right, we can pay 1 in the Snapback, I guess. And they die. Oh, fuck. Okay, we got the Acilio game down. All right, let's make the Yarl game full screen. All right, that kind of worked. That kind of worked. That kind of worked. Okay. It's very hard to also find games that have like the same run length, which is kind of funny. But at least we got a Cosmic off in this game while I wasn't paying attention. Let's go ahead and make this full screen as well. This is probably like the fucking worst video idea I've had in a long time, but still kind of fun. All right, so Jarl sucks, coming in for 4. Sure. All right, so here we'll just do Harmony Hunt, and then that'll generate a Tiger, so we can like breed Anger if they want Stalagmite. That's okay, I think. Then we can just Arsenal Mauling. Okay, we're in a decent spot here. What's their Decompose at? They've only seen 1 Felling too, which is kind of interesting. Okay, we're not in a bad spot in this game. Can definitely come back from this position. All right, they do get some Decompose online, which is pretty all right. I think we're still just saving Traverse here to deny Frostbite. If they want to Frozen to death, I think I'm okay with that. You have to have like a lot of resources to hold back to Frozen to death, so I think it's generally fine to do that. All right, we get them to 18, no Arsenal, so that's fine. All right, it looks like they found their second Felling, which is also okay. So I do ideally want to just keep the whole hand here. But maybe that's not incredibly realistic. Maybe we just go ahead and get do 3-2-5, and that's not bad. You can also just send CNC pitching Chi, and then Arsenal 100 wins. So that's maybe like bottom mauling. And then I think we're fine to send CNC at them, and then Arsenal 100 wins, so we'll just do that. All right, return to normalcy. All right, attack with CNC. Do go to 7 here, which is a little bit scary. Could definitely still lose this Jarl game. They had a pretty good start with the turn 1 Crumble, turn 2 CNC Pummel. It's not bad. Okay, looks like we do get Rebound out of them. That's definitely probably enough to maybe swing the game in our favor here. Ooh, Oaken Old is pretty decent though. We do have okay. Well, I guess they're not fusing it, so that probably means we win, right? Pretty much, yeah. Okay, probably win here. So let's go ahead and get. We could actually just not pop Traverse too. It's kind of tempting. But I think we can probably throw... How many Blizzards have they seen? They've seen... I think they pitched one at some point, right? If I'm not mistaken. So you could give up Traverse, but our hand's like a little bit soft to that. Go to 1 here, which is kind of spooky. I think maybe doing this is fine. Yeah, they're going to be able to tax our resources pretty well, but go 2, I think we're pretty safe. Can you CNC for pitch here if they Stalagmite as well? I assume they will. I'm just kind of hoping they don't have Blizzard. If they have Blizzard, it's pretty bad. Alright, they have Rootbound, that's not terrible. Alright, send the Aspect. I think I could have played the Growl first, maybe just to put the buff on the first Tiger. But we should have a lot of tempo here. All right, play out the Growl. We're still kind of playing around Blizzard here. All right, play a Tiger now. You can still Stalagmite this if they want, but I think we're still fine with that. All right, they keep a 3-card hand, which is kind of interesting. We're technically not safe from an Oaken Old. So you could die to that, but hopefully not. Right, winner's bite is interesting. We'll go ahead and pay 1, pitching Biting Breeze here, I guess. Right, use Tunic for Icequake plus Titan's Fist. It's definitely not terrible. So we have 1 Frostbite here. It's kind of interesting. We can actually block like 7 here if we want to. We open ourselves up to a lot of Frostbites. For me, that's okay. We can also just block 6, go to 1. It's kind of spicy. Problem with sending CNC is that we're not threatening lethal, but maybe we're not threatening with lethal anyways. So it's fine to just send CNC at them. And then maybe if they get stuck with a hand of like reacts, they're in bad shape. I can see that being fine. Oh, but we get another, sorry, hold on. We get another Frostbite with the Icequake. That's a problem. Okay, so we need to actually block more than this. We need to block like this, I think. I guess this might even be better. Yeah, because we need to deny the second Frostbite, which I think is important. Alright, so do levels, get Drago, which is at least kind of funny. So draw a card. Alright, draw Swipe, which is not exactly what I was looking for. I'm debating whether or not I send CNC here versus Swipe. CNC forces a card out of hand, whereas Swipe... Well, I guess CNC doesn't even really force a card out of hand, does it? I think it's still fine. Could potentially get a card out of them if their hands are like a little bit weak. Alright, so they go to 2, which is good. Alright, we draw Chi. We have to block 6 here and go to 1, and then we can Growl plus Pouncing Paws. We might just win this game. Alright, so we need a player on Blizzard is the big thing. How do we do that? I guess we get Hunter wins here. Does that make sense? We can also get Aspect. Aspect's reasonable because then we can Arsenal Tiger, but we're not using the Tiger anyway, so I guess maybe it's Pouncing Key. Problem is it doesn't play around Blizzard. I guess nothing really plays around Blizzard except like Hunter wins. So maybe just get Hunter wins here. Alright, do like those blocks. And then we'll send Growl plus Tiger. Should demand 1 card, and then I guess it doesn't even demand a card because they're at 2. Alright, we gotta hope our 2-card hands are a little bit better than Jarl's here. I think Jarl historically kind of struggles a little bit. Winner's Bite's pretty good here, though, but I guess it's still... Well, no, it's actually a lot better than that. So we can send 2 and 1 at them, I guess. Which is maybe what we have to do here. Pay 1 here. Alright, Fist. So unfortunately it also had 3 pump on it, which is pretty good. Alright, we gotta go block 6 here. Then we send Kakara plus Tiger. Should strip another 2 cards out of hand. So they can Blizzard this, but it doesn't really do a whole lot. Alright, and then this Tiger should represent another 1 card. Alright, so that's at least good for us. They're still on 2-card hands. Alright, Frostfang is like slightly annoying, but can manage. Let's go ahead and block 5 here. Alright, we'll go ahead and just send our 2-card hands. Or strip another 2 cards out of them, rather. They give me, like, fruits and do something. I don't know if that's even worth it, but you can definitely, like, claw back from this point. Ooh, Felling will probably do it. Yep, that's pretty good. Alright, Felling gets there. Alright, we'll bottom Grain, I guess. Alright, and that'll be a good game. Alright, so... It's very hard to get 2 games to sync up, is what I'm learning about this this dumb video idea, but hey, at least we made a good effort. Yeah, I think that Yarrow game we may win if we just play a little bit slower, but that wouldn't be very fun, would it? Yeah, so I think that's probably gonna wrap it up today. Again, this was kind of just a joke video to see me get stressed out at playing Talishar. Yeah, so again, this was just a stupid meme video. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see y'all next time.